Hello, everybody. Welcome to the sound test room. Okay, so cool. GR2, Groove Rider 2 has now been released. So I will be doing lots of tutorial videos on different aspects of the app. I'm going to start with the built-in synth. So you select the part you wanna edit, right? You can go to trigger and select different parts. We're going to stick with part 1. And you can then change this to keyboard or pad view like this. First of all, long hold on this little plus like this, and then add synth. Now you have a sampler, a wavetable, sound font, and then lots of different options. Add pure acid if you've got it, pure acid bass, new drum rack. I'm going to choose add synth, and we're going to run through this synthesizer in some detail. I'm going to show you how you save your own custom presets, how you can also save part presets as well. So a part preset could include 2 layers or 3 layers, and your insert effects and any adjustments you make here. Right, so oscillator 1 and oscillator 2. If you tap on oscillator 1, you have a selection of square, sine, triangle, supersaw, and then different noise types. And then oscillator 2, you have saw, square, sine, triangle, and supersaw. If you click on here, you get 280 presets, which are combinations of those synths and parameters. Okay, so we'll close that for now. So starts with this basic saw. You'll see the mix is turned all the way just to this one oscillator. We can mix between the 2. And we've assigned the oscillator mix here to edit to. Okay, then you can, if you choose here supersaw, you've got these parameters will become available now. Of course, if we turn it down, we can just use this supersaw here. Okay, very cool. You've also got some really, really cool noise types. In oscillator 1. Noise filter there. You can change what this is assigned to here by tapping on, well, you can in some of the, right, some of the parameters are locked. But for example, you might want to change this to detune. We'll leave it to oscillator mix. Chip noise. So when you're using the noise, this is always going to be the noise filter. Reso noise. Not doing anything, so reso noise is really quite nice. Let's put this onto a square. And we see our supersaw parameters has disappeared now. So pitch of oscillator 2. If we want to add some envelope now, because it's a bit short, turn the overall level down. We can go to envelope, make sure it's on to ADSR, and then we can adjust the release and stuff like this. So you've got different shapes you can use, exponential to logarithmic. You can also use a pitch envelope. Good for kick drums and stuff like that. Double tap to reset. Okay, let's go back to our synth. You also have sync. So once we change, this parameter is now sync. So you can see you got a massive variety of sounds just by playing around with the inbuilt synth. And depending on what modulation type you have here, the mix may change. So for example, if we go back to sync, you see it's using saw 2. But you can still blend back in if you want to. Let's go to XFM. Ring. For creating all your cool bell type sounds. Boost. Which is nice. It kind of adds some like wave folding. But you see, you've got the option here to change this now to say harmonics. Then you have pulse width and phase. So if we change this to a square. Let's pulse width modulation now. Then pulse width and sync. Super wide variety of sounds. Next you have your filter. You can have low pass, band pass, high pass, peak and notch. And then finally you have an LFO. So for example, let's have this as a sine. Let's speed it up a little bit here. And let's increase the depth. And let's choose where to send it. Maybe the filter. Or maybe pan. Set the level down a little bit. And then finally, you've got a choice to add an insert effect in. So let's add in tape delay. Okay, so when you're happy with your sound, all you need to do is long hold on the layer, save layer preset, and let's just call this test layer. Okay, test layer 1, and then we'll just go save. Right, so now this is called preset test layer 1. And if we go to browse now and we're in user and we look at layer, you'll see the test layer 1 has been saved, right? And to prove this has been saved, we can just go back here. Let's just go new. Yes, new initialized, completely blank project kind of thing. Let's go to browse. Let's go to, oh, well, we're already there, but if we weren't, we'd go to layer preset. There's the sound, load to part 1, layer 1, close. But it hasn't saved my tape. So let's do this. Let's go with a second one now. Long hold. Let's add a synth in. So now we've got a mixture of these two, but let's choose one of the presets. That one, so we can hear it. Okay. Let's turn the level down. Let's add in a delay back in, so. And we can play around with our amp. Let's make it a bit less sharp. But this time, let's look at this. Let's go to part, long hold on part and save part preset. So I'll just call this part preset 1 and hit save. Let's go now to a initialized project. So we'll just go new. Yes. And now if we wanted to load that layer on, we could go to browse, make sure we're in user and go up and go part presets, part preset 1. I'm going to go load to part 1, overwrite layers. Okay. Done, and you'll see our tape delay has now been saved with the patch. So if you want to save all your layers are kind of independent sounds for each synth that you can save as a patch to use in everything else. If you wanted to save effects and stuff as well, save it as a part, and then you can always recall that part in any other project you like. Okay, I will finish off by playing a couple of these presets for you. They are very, very good, but you can see how powerful this is, right? It's a really, really good internal synth. I mean, we've got tons of patches, and you can add 3 layers. Let's just go with an init. Yes, and let's choose our oscillator and have a look at some of these preset. And I think, like I said, I think there's about 280 of these. Yeah, 282. Create some very, very cool sounds. And if we add another layer in, like let's add, say, just for fun, let's add a sound font layer, right? So no sound font selected. I'm just going to go load bank. I'm going to use a sound font that I've imported because it's really, really good. I'm going to click on here and choose a flute. Right, now, to control the mix between your layers, and you can have another layer if you want, we've got a mix control here. So if I need to load that layer in. So I'm going to find me flute again. I like this one. Hang on. So I'm going to just tick a little plus. Maybe I want that first layer to be a little bit lower in the mix. So this is the mix between the layers. Let's bang on a tape delay. And anything else that takes your fancy. Let's look at filtering. And then you could save this as a new layer, like I just showed you. Anyway, there you go. That's the synth. Well, actually, this second part we did was a synth and a sound font. Go to Oscillators or sound font. Well, layer one was a synth, but the synth is really, really great. And of course, you can go and customize the part. You can have a different color, for example. Anyway, brilliant top job. If you like the video, strike the like, subscribe to the channel. Please consider becoming a Patreon or making a donation of some type to support me and Joe here at the Sound Test Room. And I will see you guys later. Quite a nice sound. And like I said, you can go in if you like and add in another layer. Right, so that's basically a look at the built-in synthesizer for Groove Rider 2. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Ta-da!